As of July, government forces and armed opposition fighters have been battling each other for control of the city. The civilian population is being caught in the middle. Now, there is hardly an hour of the day when one doesn't hear loud shelling and explosions in the city. This is a house that was shelled today, 7th of August. The shell came right down into the bedroom. This is the school where the girl and her brother were killed. This is the street right next to the school that was shelled. This particular crater was in a district called Bustan al-Qasr, where a similar bomb killed a family of 7. In the Fardouz district, members of the Suri family, a little boy, 3-year-old, he was killed when an artillery shell hit the house. Family members and neighbors are picking up pieces of shrapnel. His brother lost his left hand. In most of the cases that I investigated, the majority of the victims, both those who were killed and those who were injured, were actually children. Medical treatment is in short supply like everything else. Even getting to the hospital can be very difficult because there are few cars and there is hardly any fuel in the city. I was going to a field hospital in the Bustan al-Qasr area. A man came running holding a wounded child who had been hit by a bullet in the head. The child needed to be transferred to a bigger, better hospital, but there was no ambulance or no car to take him. So we took the child in the car to the hospital. Unfortunately, I later learned that he hadn't made it. Between the 7th and 8th of August, an artillery strike on the home of the Hindi family killed a 3-month-old baby girl as she was sleeping in her cot. Her uncle and aunt had fled their home and were staying there seeking safety and were killed there. For some people there is nowhere to go, and that's why people are camping out in any kind of space that there is in areas which are considered to be safe within the city. Generally, people don't go out on the streets very much unless they have to. They mostly leave their homes to go and buy food. In several cases in recent weeks, people have been killed and injured while they were queuing for bread. This is one of the children that was injured on Friday, 11th of August, while he was standing in the bread queue. The bread queues are extraordinarily long at any time of day and night, whenever and wherever there is a bakery that is functioning. The opposition fighters are quite visible and quite present in certain areas. People are a lot less afraid of talking. People are very much afraid of the conflict, of the war that has come to the city. They feel terribly abandoned by the international community, and they do want the world to know about their plight. We can only reiterate to all the parties involved, government forces but also the armed opposition, that they must spare civilians, that they must do nothing that will increase the risk that civilians faced in that kind of situation. The international community has failed quite spectacularly to do anything at all to address the deteriorating human rights situation in Syria.